Hello, fellow travelers. England's more than just London, you know. It's a tapestry woven from charming villages, historic market towns, and breathtaking countryside. Today, we're going beyond the big city to uncover 10 of the most beautiful towns in England. Get ready for cobblestone streets echoing with history, cozy pubs promising warm welcomes, and landscapes straight out of a storybook. We're going to stroll through charming lanes, soak up the local atmosphere, and maybe even discover a hidden gem or two along the way. So, grab your walking shoes, pack your sense of adventure, and let's wander off the beaten path to experience the true heart of England. Our first stop takes us to the quintessential Cotswold village of Bibury. Picture this, honey-colored stone cottages with steeply pitched roofs, draped in ivy and bathed in golden sunlight. As you stroll along the banks of the River Colne, keep an eye out for the iconic Arlington Row. These 14th-century weavers' cottages are among the most photographed sites in England, and for good reason. Pop into the Bibury Trout Farm, established back in 1902, and learn about the ancient art of fish farming. Or treat yourself to a traditional cream tea at the Swan Hotel, a former 17th-century coaching inn. Before you leave, take a moment to breathe in the fresh air and let the tranquility of Bibury wash over you. Nestled in the rolling hills of the Cotswolds, we find Castle Combe, often dubbed the prettiest village in England. With its honey-hued cottages, charming market square, and complete lack of modern development, Castle Combe feels like a perfectly preserved piece of history. Imagine wandering down the narrow lanes past ancient stone walls and blooming flower boxes. Be sure to visit the Market Cross, a 14th-century reminder of the village's bustling past. The village's picturesque streets have served as a backdrop for period dramas and even car commercials. As the sun sets, casting long shadows across the honey-colored stone, take a seat at one of the village's cozy pubs. Enjoy a pint of local ale and soak up the timeless atmosphere of Castle Combe. From the rolling hills of the Cotswolds, we journey south to the rugged coastline of East Sussex, where we find Rye. Once a bustling port, Rye has weathered the storms of time, its cobbled streets and timber-framed houses whispering tales of smugglers and seafarers. As you wander through the town's narrow lanes, be sure to keep your head up. Rye's architecture is a feast for the eyes, with crooked chimneys, wonky windows, and timber-framed houses. No visit to Rye is complete without a stroll down Mermaid Street, one of England's most iconic streets. History buffs will want to explore the Ypres Tower, built in the 13th century as part of Rye's defenses. For a taste of local life, head to the Mermaid Inn, a 15th-century pub rumored to have been a favorite haunt of smugglers. As the sun dips below the horizon, casting a warm glow over the town's rooftops, take a moment to appreciate the unique charm of Rye. It's a place where history comes alive and the echoes of the past linger in every cobblestone and timber frame. Hold on to your hats, folks, because our next stop takes us to Clovelly, a village unlike any other. Imagine a place where cars are banned, where cobblestone streets cascade down a steep hillside, and where donkeys are the preferred mode of transport. As you descend the steep, cobbled main street, you'll feel like you're stepping back centuries. Along the way, you'll pass charming cottages adorned with colorful flowers. At the bottom of the hill, you'll be rewarded with breathtaking views of the harbor where colorful fishing boats bob gently on the water. Take a stroll along the pier, breathe in the fresh sea air, and let the tranquility of this unique village wash over you. Clovelly is a place that will stay with you long after you've left. Our journey through England's most beautiful towns takes us next to Stow-on-the-Wold, a bustling market town nestled high in the Cotswolds. Imagine a place where ancient history meets modern-day charm, where market squares hum with activity. As you step onto the wide open expanse of the market square, you'll be greeted by a scene that has played out for centuries. Local farmers bring their produce to sell, their stalls overflowing with colorful fruits and vegetables. Take a moment to admire the elegant facades of the surrounding buildings, their honey-colored stone glowing warmly in the sunshine. For a taste of local life, duck into one of the many cafes and pubs that line the square. As the sun begins to set, casting long shadows across the market square, take a leisurely stroll through Stow's charming streets. Browse the antique shops, admire the elegant architecture, and soak up the timeless atmosphere of this Cotswold gem. From the rolling hills of the Cotswolds, we journey north to the rugged Yorkshire coast, where we find Whitby, a town steeped in history, legend, and a touch of Gothic mystery. Imagine a place where dramatic cliffs plunge into the crashing waves, where the ruins of an abbey stand sentinel over the town. As you approach Whitby, your eyes will inevitably be drawn to the imposing silhouette of Whitby Abbey, perched high on the east cliff. Climb the 199 steps leading up to the abbey, and let your imagination run wild as you explore its crumbling walls and Gothic arches. Back down in the town, explore the maze of narrow, cobbled streets that wind their way down to the harbor. Be sure to sample the local delicacy, Whitby's scampi plump, juicy prawns freshly caught from the North Sea. As the sun begins to set, casting an ethereal glow over the town and the abbey ruins, take a walk along the beach and breathe in the fresh sea air. Listen to the crashing waves, feel the sand beneath your feet, and let the magic of Whitby work its spell on you. This is Whitby, a town that will capture your imagination and leave you breathless. Our next stop takes us deep into the heart of Suffolk, where we discover Lavenham, a village frozen in time. Imagine a place where crooked, timber-framed houses lean against each other like old friends. As you wander through the village's narrow, winding lanes, you'll be struck by the sheer number of timber-framed buildings. Be sure to visit the magnificent Church of St. Peter and St. Paul, its towering spire a landmark for miles around. No trip to Lavenham would be complete without a visit to the Guildhall, a stunning example of a medieval Guildhall. For a taste of local life, stop for a pint at one of the village's traditional pubs. As the sun begins to set, casting a warm glow over the village's crooked rooftops, take a moment to appreciate the timeless beauty of Lavenham. It's a place where history comes alive, and where you can truly step back in time. Our journey takes us north now, to the breathtaking beauty of the Lake District National Park, where we find Hawkshead. Imagine a place where literary giants once roamed, where picturesque cottages line cobbled streets. As you stroll through the village's charming streets, be sure to keep an eye out for the charming whitewashed cottage where William Wordsworth attended grammar school. Just a short walk from the village, you'll find Hilltop, the former home of Beatrix Potter. For a true taste of the Lake District, hop aboard a traditional steamer and enjoy a leisurely cruise across Windermere. Back on dry land, treat yourself to a hearty pub lunch at one of Hawkshead's cozy inns. As the sun begins to set, casting long shadows over the surrounding fells, take a moment to appreciate the peace and tranquility of Hawkshead. It's a place where you can escape the hustle and bustle of everyday life and reconnect with nature. From the rugged beauty of the Lake District, we journey south to the rolling hills of the South Downs National Park, where we find Alfriston. Imagine a place where time seems to slow down, where thatched roof cottages line the banks of a babbling river. As you approach Alfriston, your eyes will inevitably be drawn to the magnificent clergy house, a 14th century Wealden Hall house. Next, take a leisurely stroll along the banks of the River Cuckmere, its gentle waters meandering through the heart of the village. For a taste of local life, stop for a cream tea at one of the village's charming tea rooms, or enjoy a pint of local ale at one of the traditional pubs. If you're feeling energetic, embark on a hike through the surrounding South Downs National Park. As the sun begins to set, casting a warm glow over the village and the surrounding hills, take a moment to appreciate the peace and tranquility of Alfriston. It's a place where you can escape the stresses of modern life and simply enjoy the simple things in life. Our final stop on our journey through England's most beautiful towns takes us back to the heart of the Cotswolds, where we find Bourton-on-the-Water. Imagine a place where time seems to stand still, where low stone bridges arch over crystal-clear waters. As you stroll along the banks of the Windrush, you'll be captivated by the picturesque scene before you. Take a moment to admire the elegant, honey-colored stone cottages that line the riverbank. Be sure to visit the Bourton-on-the-Water Model Village, a fascinating and meticulously crafted miniature replica of the village itself. For a taste of local life, stop for a cream tea at one of the village's many tea rooms, or enjoy a pint of local ale at a traditional pub. As the sun begins to set, casting a golden glow over the village and the river, take a moment to appreciate the beauty and tranquility of Bourton-on-the-Water. It's a place where you can escape the stresses of modern life, reconnect with nature. Bourton-on-the-Water will enchant you with its beauty and charm. And there you have it. 10 of the most beautiful towns in England. each with its own unique charm and character. I hope this journey has inspired you to pack your bags and discover the hidden gems of this enchanting country. Remember, travel is more than just ticking off destinations. It's about connecting with the heart and soul of a place. So slow down, savor the moment, and create memories that will last a lifetime. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel for more travel tips and inspiration. Until next time, happy travels.